guys, Monday night. Hopefully you can hear us. We are standing outside on the street because we promised you guys a tour of Novak HQ, and that's what we're going to give you for the next 10 or 15 minutes. But we're standing out on the street because we are here at the gateway to DY. As you can see, it's a nice, busy intersection. So we call it the gateway to DY because we really are the first building that you see as you come into DY. And we are situated on Pittwater Road in DY, which is the main arterial road that takes you pretty much from, I guess you could almost say, north side of the Harbour Bridge all the way through, more or less, up to Palm Beach. So we're at a very, very busy intersection here. We have hundreds of thousands of cars that go past our office every day. So we're not going to stay out here on the street. We are actually going to take you guys inside. What's Mark going into? The lift. It's getting wet.
Yep.
Okay, so let's start off with this, guys. This is our magazine that we bring out every single week. And for anyone that is in graphic design or production, you'll know that this is a near impossible feat to bring out a magazine like this. And it's not advertising. We actually showcase all of our properties.
Let's take it inside and explain it.
Go inside.
Oh, I saved it. I saved it. I saved it. I saved it.
I don't know where you go with this camera.
Okay. It's a bit worried that noise is.
So now we're back inside, guys. Stay with us because as we said, we are going to give you guys a behind the scenes tour of Novak HQ. Now bear in mind, this is our headquarters. We built these 7.5 years ago, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
7.5 years ago, well ahead of their time.
I always loved an Apple store, how an Apple store was iconic. It had the really high ceilings, and then we always wanted something like that. So that, powerful position corner. In a market where people were relying on the internet and saying that you didn't need to be on the street frontage, but I think there's value there for tenants, for buyers, for sellers, for landlords. I think they love it. Yeah, it's interesting actually because a lot of real estate offices started saying, we don't need the street frontage, everything's gone digital these days. A lot of the stuff that we do is all online or it's all on social media. And we actually felt the complete opposite. We felt that the world was going so digital that it was going to lose that human interaction. So we love the fact that we are, that we've got this phenomenal street frontage, that people literally walk in all day, every day. They're coming in through here into this wonderful office space. And that was a huge part of, when we built Novak HQ, that was a huge part of the brief, that it had to be... I'm going to close that front door.
But that was a huge part of the brief, guys, that it had to be a place, an environment where we could nurture these human interactions. As I said, that was an enormous part of it. So we're going to take you guys through. We're standing here at the front door now. We're going to walk you through.
Hey,
and then we'll come back to the list.
Come back to the list. Yeah, before we get through the front door, I want to show you this. This is a lot of my toys, Leeds. We want little gadgets, here. So here, if tenants want to come in and pay their rent, they can use this FPOS machine. They follow these instructions. So basically, they can pay by credit card if they walk in. So they can just whack their figure in there, whack their rent. It's really amazing. You try to channel people to pay rent a certain way, but they insist they want to do it their own. So, use direct deposit. No, I want to use that. So
it's all about convenience.
And they throw the receipt in there.
Convenience, guys. Convenience will always win.
Yeah.
So up we go. Let's go up the stairs.
Up the stairs, just like that. Couple of stairs.
And, okay, so a couple of things. First of all, let's have a look up here. So they're always very hard to see on a video, but we have a 10-metre LED billboard ahead on top of us. And we advertise all sorts of things, not just properties, but things for the community. For instance, if the Matildas win, again on Wednesday night, that kind of stuff will go up there. So this is an enormous billboard that is literally seen by everyone as they come into that gateway to D1. So you cannot miss us. You absolutely cannot miss us.
What else we got, Les? What else we got?
What else we got? So come on through. We've got tables and chairs here for people obviously to just come and sit.
Well, this guy.
Some little breakout areas.
What is?
How cool is that little car?
Look at this little fella. It's got leather seats, Novak Properties, custom paint job. Look at that little fella. Even got Novak number plates. That's for the kids when they come in, and that's that was a. We did that for a charity. We bought that off a charity for a lady with cancer.
We did.
Yeah, yes, to help her along.
We did. So guys, come on through. So obviously we've got sitting areas and all that kind of stuff. But this is where it starts to get really interesting. So we decided that we didn't want to have a stock standard normal reception area. Again, just going back to that nurturing, that human interaction. It was really, really important to us. So we actually asked ourselves when we were building this, where do people like to do business? They like to do business in cafes and they like to do business in bars. So we figured that we were going to recreate our own. And that bar that you guys can see there is a 6-metre antipasto bar where we actually do serve salami and cheeses and all that sort of stuff. This is our reception area here. This is it. So the clients come in and they get served here. And they sit up at the bar. We have had people coming in actually trying to order G&Ts. It does happen, definitely. But this is where we do a lot of our business, guys, sitting here, sitting around the lounges. And as I said, we've got these cafe-style chairs and tables as well. We've also got a beautiful big chandelier, which is quite elegant for the area. And bear in mind, guys, we built this 7.5 years ago. It was well ahead of its time. Let's take a walk around, Mark, and show everyone the commercial bar that we built as well.
And also, guys, one thing before we go around the bar, this is the ideal auction in-house room.
Yeah,
so
well said.
What we also do is we can put 100 tables and chairs here, and the auctioneer will go near that table. We move that table out, we move all the furniture out. He goes underneath the property that comes up on the screen, and he calls the auctions with the property above him.
It is.
Thanks for listening.
And we've got the double doors there as well, so that we can bring in all sorts of big chairs, tables, deliveries, all that kind of stuff. But here's the bar, homemade biscuits by Mark's mum.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah,
True
check
story.
it. There's the homemade bickies. What about this one, Lise? This has got to be my favourite.
Oh, there we are. Talk about that one.
Rakia, Serbian rakia. We do have a lot of Serbian clients that come in, and they do love a little bit of rakia. So there we go. In the barrel, we've served the rakia to them.
Cheese and salami fridges, as I mentioned. Yes, we do serve antipasto to the clients, which is great. Often when you're going in to do business with people, you're lucky if you get a glass of water. But we wanted to make sure that, what do you do when you have friends over? People like to sit around, they like to eat, it makes people feel comfortable. So as I said, that's, that's our salami and cheese fridges. We do antipasto platters for everybody. We've got a beautiful coffee machine. So we do have... So again, served to all the clients. Doesn't matter whether you're just coming in to pay rent or if you're coming in and, we're appraising your property, whatever it is. This is served to absolutely everyone. But we did set it up like a commercial kitchen as well. So we've got the commercial fridges. We've got the, Mike's cleaning up in the background. We've got all the commercial fridges. We did actually set it up, as I said, like a commercial kitchen.
So we've got all our milks. Look how snobby people are with milks these days. Normal milk, skim milk, oat milk, soy milk, almond milk, all milk.
It's crazy. Now, our newest addition to Novak HQ is...
the milk machine. The milk machine, you basically just put your milk in there and it will do the perfect... See, it wants to know the liquids. Does it, and then nobody murders the milk at Novak HQ.
Yes, we used to hear people murdering the milk all the time, would drive us crazy. Let's turn around, Mark. Let's go into the newest edition, which is our Australia.
Sparkling water, still water.
It's driving me crazy tonight. Guys, come on in. This is the newest edition. This is Novak Studios. So many of you guys will know we do an enormous amount of social media. There's no secret there. But it got to a level where we really felt that we needed a studio to be able to film podcasts and to do all of our, Novak morning news and our Novak morning minutes, I should say, and our Novak news. So we built a soundproof studio, first of its kind in any real estate agency in the country, maybe even in the world. We spent a fortune doing it. Mark, over to you.
Sorry, Elise. Okay.
Seriously crazy tonight. Mark, I'm going to let you talk everyone through this because we put all the rigging and all that stuff up here. Talk everyone through.
Look,
your crazy studio.
These go, I think they're called pentagonal, something. So these can go up and down and back and forward and hold everything in place. So, believe it or not, this is the studio, and its cameras can fit in here. So we actually do everything with iPhones. So sometimes we've got a bit complicated with all of our cameras, replacing them consistently all the time. We're like, you know what? New iPhone comes out. They've got great cameras. They go into here. They go up. They go down. It's a standing studio, but it can also be a sitting studio or a seated studio. Again, once you sit, all this equipment just slides down because all that stuff moves up and down.
And we've got all the proper lighting in here as well, which is actually really important. You can see the difference good lighting makes. Mind you, I've had a massive day today, hence why I hardly have any voice left. I've been speaking since very early this morning. But we also decided that to soundproof it and turn it into a green room, so that we can put, I'll get you to hold that, you're jiggling it all over the place. We can actually put all sorts of images and stuff on here, being a green room, but also that turf makes it soundproof as well. So we can stand in this room, we can film, we can do all the little bits and pieces that we need to do, and it's completely soundproof.
We then had to put the right lighting up there. We had to put external lighting or additional lighting here. We then had to put little AC, with this is all going to be finished off, but the AC has to pull from here because the room has to breathe. We had to put Wi-Fi in the room. We had to put a PC in the room. And then also what we figured out was we needed to actually present sometimes this information outside of the room.
Yeah.
And then we did this.
Hence why we're using the selfie stick tonight.
Unplug this guy, pull this out here. Then you've got your keyboard. And then you can present on this screen the information to the client, RP data, on there. But there's more. Hold this, Lise.
But wait, there's
the
more.
motors are coming.
What's he got here? Mark's very excited tonight.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like, I tell you what, this is like he's having his own adult play day.
So there's electric motors coming that are going to lift this up and out of the way. Very heavy. But there's motors. So what's going to happen is you can sit here and look straight into the room, and the customer goes, "What's that?" And you go, "Well, that's our green room."
There you go.
That presentation telly on here. So that's a telly. I'll show you.
He's going to show you. So, and then also we've just got more conference room tables and all that jazz, guys. All that jazz.
RP data on here. This is the table that does most presentations.
Yeah, it does. That is the table that does most of the hard work. That's for sure. And as I said, guys, bear in mind that we actually, can you see I don't use the selfie stick very often? I'll get you to hold that, Mark, with your long arm.
Yep.
This is an office, as I said, that we had built, 7.5 years ago. So it was built well ahead of its time. No one had ever seen a real estate agency like this 7.5 years ago, and it's still completely state of the art. I tell you what, people love it. They really do. They walk in, they're like, "This is phenomenal. What a great environment."
Let's go to the car
They
park.
do. They actually love it.
So up here,
Back to the car park.
I'm going to show the car park. So that's the team upstairs, so we can hold 50 people up there. It's a 50-seater.
It's like the stock exchange up there.
Stuff. Look at that robot vacuum cleaner. That's right. That's right. Check it out. Okay, what do you got, Lacey?
All right. So the nice thing about our car parking, and we've got quite a lot of it out here, is that we can also hold functions out here if we need to, because the double doors here, they all open up. We have been known to have some pretty crazy Christmas parties where we've put up massive marquees and all that kind of stuff. But also it's obviously where we all park as well, not the staff, The staff find parking outside. Actually, we have plenty of parking outside as well. Heaps of street parking. Again, that was another very important factor. What's that? Oh, what? What's he done? He set up this whole new area. I thought you were pointing to my car.
No.
Oh my God.
Okay, tell. This is a new area we added today.
Because everyone wants to sit in the car park and eat their lunch.
No. Do you know what happened?
What's happening out
Do you know
here?
why I did this? You know why I did this room here? We only added this today. Yeah, look at that.
This is amazing. I always dreamt of sitting in the car.
No, you know why I did. You know why I did this.
Don't
I did this because we sit. So what happens with real estate agents is they sit in their car, finish their call off all the time, and sometimes you can be on your phone, and you take another call, and you take another call, and you take another call, and you're like sitting in your car. So I'm sitting over there in my car.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, why would we need to sit in the car? Let's get out. We'll have a little seating area. So I built this little seating area today. We had the grass, we had the table, we had the chairs, and we made the area. And there's a little Wi-Fi point up here because you need good Wi-Fi.
Oh, that is so funny. Do you want to talk about your Tesla charger?
This is my Tesla charger.
But hang on, let's talk about why. Because
I locked it away so no one can charge their car.
Mark had this grand idea about 2 years ago that he was going to buy a Tesla.
I bought a Tesla.
Or he put a deposit down on a Tesla, then decided that he wasn't going to get it, but got excited and got the Tesla charger installed. And we don't have a Tesla.
It's been used once.
By Tom Panos, I think.
Panos.
So in the event you ever happen to be in DY and you've run out of Tesla battery charge, you know that we've got the Tesla charger here.
Tesla charger. It's super quick, but we just haven't used it.
Just in case.
So this is basically
What else have we got?
storage rooms. It's signage storage. Plenty. It's all here.
Yeah, we do.
Our garbage bins, look. Beautiful garbage bins, very clean here.
Oh dear.
Beep, beep, beep to get in. Code entry, no keys. Keyless entry at Novak.
Keyless entry. All right, guys. That's it. That's the tour of Novak HQ behind the scenes.
Do we miss anything?
It's I tell you what, it's been a wonderful space. This has been. It really has. And what you guys can't see is this enormous. We're 6 metre glass frontage. 6.5 metre glass frontage. So we've just got this enormous presence here as you come into DY.
Christmas decorations.
But it is just honestly, it's a spectacular office. If you guys are ever local in DY, always pop in. Make sure that you do come in and say g'day. All right, that's it. I think that's a show. I've got to get back to doing a deal. Love you guys. See ya. Bye, everyone.
You did so well, Lisa.
Driving me nuts tonight. Bye, guys.